Living on a fixed income can feel like you're playing defense every single month. Yet the paycheck is predictable, but the bills, they're definitely not. One surprise copay, one utility spike, one grocery run that costs a little more than it did last week. And you're suddenly asking yourself, how am I supposed to get ahead if the numbers never stop moving? There's an answer to this, and I'm going to explain this all within this video. What's good, y'all? Marc Russell here with National Debt Relief. And before the features in Time, CNBC, and Forbes, I was a guy trying to breathe under $80,000 of debt. So if you're on a fixed income and you feel that quiet stress in the background, trust me, I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to give you a practical game plan. Over the next few minutes, we're going to learn how to prioritize the right bills first, how to stop your debt from snowballing, and where to look for real support if you need it. And if the topic hits home, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel so more people like you can find this video. And also so you don't miss any new videos that come out. Let's start with why dealing with debt is so hard with a fixed income. When your income is steady, it sounds safe on paper, but in real life, it can feel tight because your expenses, they can change. Food, gas, utilities, prescriptions, they don't ask permission before their prices go up. And if you're relying on Social Security, the average monthly retirement benefit is around the $2,000 range. So even small increases in costs can hit really hard. And here's what makes it feel even worse. Debt doesn't just sit there politely. Debt charges interest, adds fees, and can grow while you're doing your best to just keep the lights on. So how do you keep the grip over this debt, especially when you're on a fixed income? A great way to get back control over your finances is to separate your bills and debt into two simple buckets: must pay and can negotiate. This gives you clarity on where to focus your attention. First, it's important to pay the must pays. After that, you can move into the can negotiate bucket. Must pays are the stuff that keeps your life stable: housing, utilities, basic food, transportation, and key medical needs. Can negotiate is anything with a customer service number attached to it: credit cards, medical bills, personal loans. Even some utility and internet providers can work with you. Now here's the next move. Before you try to pay extra on any debts, you want to stop the bleeding first. Step one is a one-page snapshot. Take 20 minutes and write down what money comes in each month, what must go out each month, and what debts are pulling you under. Just names, balances, minimums, and due dates. That's it. That's all. When the situation is in over your head, it feels heavier. When it's on paper, it becomes workable. Once you have that snapshot, step two is prioritizing with a purpose. If money is tight, you're not trying to win every battle in 1 month. You're trying to avoid the expensive mistakes: late fees, overdrafts, and bouncing checks. Those are the little landmines that make the month harder than it needs to be. This is also where a mini cushion helps. Even on a fixed income, a mini cushion isn't a big savings goal. It's just a small buffer that keeps one surprise from turning into a crisis. If you don't have a mini cushion yet, you are not alone. The Federal Reserve reports that a meaningful chunk of adults still say they would struggle to cover an unexpected $400 expense with either cash or its equivalent. And even if you're doing okay today, that stat shows how fast life can flip on people. But now that you know this, it's up to you to make a move and start building your little buffer. Even $15 a month in a peace of mind fund can help you out big time, especially when things get tough. Now, step three is reducing your monthly pressure, which is where you can get your quick wins. For this, pick one or two cost categories to attack. Not 20, not 30. Start with the quiet leaks, like subscriptions, insurance add-ons that you don't use or don't need, duplicate services, or any unused memberships. There are a lot of people out there that haven't went to the gym in years, but you're still paying that monthly fee. This could free up some much needed cash that you can use to pay for your monthly bills in one of the big three categories: housing, transportation, and food. Or you can use it to pay off some of your outstanding debt. And while you're doing that, call the companies you owe money to right now. Yes, I know. People avoid these calls because they can feel a little embarrassing. But remember, this is a business conversation. Ask if they have any hardship options, payment plans, interest rate reductions, or a way to pause fees. Even sometimes the first no becomes a yes when you ask the right department or you call back track with a clear plan. If you've done all that and the math still doesn't add up, or what the cool kids call the math is not mathing, that doesn't mean you failed. It means the situation might require an even more structured approach, and you might need some help. That's where Debt Relief, a service offered by National Debt Relief, can come into the picture. This service is especially useful for dealing with unsecured debt like credit cards, medical bills, personal loans. A structured debt relief program generally starts with a free consultation call where a specialist looks at your debt and your budget. Then you map out an affordable monthly amount. And those negotiations or restructuring happens based off of what fits your situation. With National Debt Relief specifically, many people who stay with the program resolve their debt in roughly 24 to 48 months. Although timing depends on your debt situation and how much you can set aside each month. And if debt settlement isn't the right fit, other paths can be discussed too, like debt consolidation. Though the point of getting help is that you're not guessing anymore, you're getting clarity. Also, before we wrap up this video, I also want to say something really important. You don't have to do this alone, even outside of debt relief. If you need help with basics like food, utilities, medical costs, or local support programs, start with 211. It's a free service that can connect you to resources in your area. And if you want to explore benefits you might qualify for, benefits.gov is another solid starting point. All right, that's all for today, folks. Here's what we covered today. Fixed income, as you know, doesn't mean fixed expenses, unfortunately. When in debt on a fixed income, the goal is to take back control with a simple system. List the numbers, prioritize the must-pays, cut the leaks, and lower the monthly pressure wherever you can. And if you've done that and you still feel stuck, that's not a weakness, that's a sign that you need a structured plan and real support. If you want to help understanding your options for resolving unsecured debt, National Debt Relief has debt experts who can walk you through solutions like debt settlement, debt consolidation, and even explain when bankruptcy might come into the conversation depending on your situation. Head to nationaldebtrelief.com for a free, no obligation consultation call. And if this video helped you feel even a little bit more grounded, hit like and subscribe so more people who are trying their best can find real tools too. For now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.